So what do you think about Donald Trump publicly mocking the CIA, intelligence agencies, John Brennan, James Clapper, about the Russian hacking story? He's actually projecting doubt that the Russians hacked, and whether the Russians hacked or not, you're running the risk of demoralizing career intelligence officials. That's true. But then again, is it all bad to call out the CIA and have a debate? I mean, Frank Church, back in the mid-'70s, the former senator from Idaho, tried to tear down the power of the CIA with his hearings, and they tried to restructure the agency. Truman himself, who created the agency in 1947, later regretted it got too big and too big of his britches. We think of coups in 1953, putting in the Shah in Iran and removing the leader of Guatemala in 1974. The Bay of Pigs, JFK was assured by the CIA and its director Allen Dulles, brother of John Foster Dulles, Ike's Secretary of State, that it would work, the Bay of Pigs. A brigade of anti-Castro Cubans would go on land in Cuba, and they would seep into the countryside and get allies, and they'd overthrow Castro. Guess what? They were demoralized on the beach. JFK didn't really trust the CIA after that. In fact, he had a memorandum he issued giving covert operation power to his Office of the Joint Chiefs and not the CIA, which angered Allen Dulles at the time. Of course, after the Bay of Pigs, he fired Dulles, Kennedy did, and Richard Bissell, who ran the operation. There was suspicion there. In 1973, under Nixon, we overthrew Allende in Chile, put in Pinochet. That was a black mark. And of course, don't forget about the weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. Hundreds of tons of chemical and biological weapons. And by the way, don't you know Saddam had a nuclear program underground? No, calling out the CIA isn't all bad. There should be a debate about transparency to the point you can't be open about everything. I understand that. But this blind obsession with believing every word of the CIA and the intelligence agencies of what could have been leaks, not hacks, on the Russian alleged hack, gives you pause. The emperor has no clothes in many forms. That goes for Donald Trump, and it goes for the CIA. And those are my 2 cents. My 2 minutes are brought to you by Edge Construction and Capital Consultants. Bill McCussion, a lobbyist to work for Tommy, who knows how to get things done downtown. We'll talk about this more Monday at 8 on the Mitch Henck Show on madison.com. See you then.